second round of the UIM F1 H2O World Championship returned to China for the Grand Prix of Shanghai. Racing returns to Baoshan, where a dynamic urban waterfront at the Baosteel headquarters sets the stage for another high-stakes chapter in the championship. As the beating heart of modern China, Shanghai dazzles with its bold skyline dominated by landmarks like the Shanghai Tower and the Oriental Pearl, and offers a vivid contrast of old and new with its historic Bund and maze-like alleyways of Old Town. From upscale shopping on Nanjing Road to the street food stalls serving up iconic soup dumplings, the city pulses with culture, flavor, and energy. The Huangpu River, cutting through the sprawling metropolis, provides the perfect backdrop where modern architecture meets historic charm. The spotlight also shines on CTIC China Team, the national squad giving Chinese fans a home team to rally behind, heightening the local excitement. For fans seeking thrills of their own, the F1 H2O two-seater offers a rare chance to strap in and feel the raw G-forces of powerboat racing up close. This year's race coincides with Chinese National Day celebrations, with teams and drivers treated to a dazzling fireworks display over the Huangpu River. Now let's see what happened in the first round. The 2025 UIM F1 H2O season kicked off in spectacular fashion at Lake Toba, delivering drama, danger, and a surprise twist. Defending champion Jonas Andersson had been untouchable all weekend, fastest in every session, starting from pole and looking every bit in control. Team Abu Dhabi's Eric Stark and China CTIC's Peter Marin collided at high speed in a terrifying crash that brought out the yellow flag. At the restart, Canadian star Rusty Wyatt seized his moment, blasting around the outside to leap from fourth to second in a single audacious move. The Team Sharjah driver was relentless, overtaking both victory team boats in one sweeping attack. Further back, three-time world champion Sean Torrente was caught in a dogfight, falling down the order after contact with Van Gelf and losing more ground to Estonian rookie Stefan Arend. Andersson maintained his lead until disaster struck. With less than 10 laps to go, his boat suddenly slowed, electrical failure ending his dominant run. Rusty Wyatt inherited the top spot and never looked back, charging to victory for the second year in a row on the volcanic waters of Lake Toba. Victory team's Alec Bäckström delivered a strong second place, while Ben Gelf clinched a brilliant third, his first ever podium in the UIM F1 H2O World Championship. Rusty Wyatt leads the Drivers' Championship with 20 points, with Alec Bäckström in second, giving Victory Team a solid early foothold in the title race. And Ben Gelf is third, a dream opening round for F1 Atlantic's rising British talents. The Grand Prix of Shanghai, China featured a stacked lineup of 20 drivers from 10 teams ready to battle it out on the new racecourse on the mighty Huangpu River. Team Sharjah comes into Shanghai riding high. Rusty Wyatt opened his 2025 campaign with a statement win at Lake Toba, his second in a row at the venue, and now leads the Drivers' Championship.
Yeah, Indonesia was amazing. Of course, getting the win right out the first race was exactly what we wanted to do. We want to hold that points lead. It's two back-to-back races here in China, so a lot of pressure to just maintain that number one spot.
He's joined by Stefan Arend, who made a strong debut for the team with a P4 finish. Victory team's Alec Bäckström delivered a polished drive to take P2 in Indonesia, proving he's ready to lead from the front.
Coming to China for the first time in P2 in the World Championship for sure gives you a little extra boost because you are fighting for the World Championship, so it's a big smile every morning you wake up.
But it was a tough start for three-time world champion Sean Torrente, who retired with mechanical issues after a bruising race.
You know, I never win these championships easy. They always got to be hard, so might as well get the hard stuff out in the beginning. So yeah, we roll into Baoshan and we'll see what we can do.
F1 Atlantic's Ben Jelf had a breakthrough weekend, scoring his first career podium and sitting third in the championship.
It's a good position for us, being in third position, but we're just going to try and keep doing what we're doing, just keep working at it, and then hopefully maybe a first place will come along.
That surge also pushed the team to third in the team's championship alongside veteran Duarte Benavente. Defending champion Jonas Andersson was seemingly unstoppable in Indonesia until mechanical failure cost him a sure win. Now he's hungry for redemption in Shanghai.
Now, Indonesia was a disappointment, of course. We were very happy because we were very fast, but in the end, in the race, we broke some electric part of the engine, and that was it. So hopefully we can finish strong here and go from there.
His new teammate, Australian Grant Trask, joins Team Sweden after a solid P6 finish in his final race with China CTIC. Marit Stromoy held her own among the front runners, finishing fifth and showing the continued promise of the sport's only four-stroke. She continues with Polish teammate Bartek Marszalek. It was a nightmare start for Team Abu Dhabi's Eric Stark, whose race ended in a dramatic crash, an early blow to his title hopes.
So last race in Indonesia was not maybe the book example for how you start the season with the top team. Luckily, we had a spare boat exactly the same as the one got destroyed in Indonesia. So, I mean, the feeling is the same in the boat. As more lap I'm going, it's more confident I get in the boat.
Rookie Mansour Al-Mansouri is still finding his rhythm at the sport's top level. All eyes will be on China CTIC team's Peter Marin. After crashing out in round one, he's desperate to make it count in front of the home fans.
Last race was totally disaster. We had an accident, a bad accident, and all the team works very hard to rebuild the boat. Of course, this is our home race, but the goal is to stay the boat on the water, sure.
He's joined by Canadian newcomer Kyle Maskell, making his F1 H2O debut. Alberto Comparato opened his season with a tidy P7 finish, showing signs of renewed confidence in the family-run outfit. He continues alongside Australian teammate Damon Cohen. Red Devil SMC F1 team had a difficult start. Two-time champ Sami Celio struggled with pace, while Ferdinand Zandbergen salvaged a single point in 10th.
Yeah, the new packet is not right there where we want it. We need to work and learn for the boat, and there's the potential is there, so we need to get it set up right.
Finally, Maverick Racing rounds out the field with a French duo of Cedric Deguin and Alexander Bourgeot. The Baoshan circuit is situated at the Baosteel headquarters and is one of the most exciting on the tour. A tight 6-pin layout with a yellow right-hander with ample passing opportunities and 2 fast straights. The Grand Prix of Shanghai qualifying unfolded under clear skies. Q1 kicked off with 8 drivers fighting to avoid elimination. Rusty Wyatt laid down the benchmark with a 43.012 second lap, fastest of the session. But several big names were on the back foot. Marit Stromoy, running the field's only 4-stroke engine, struggled with setup in the rough water alongside teammate Bartek Marszalek.
The setup is not for this water at all. We tried to adjust yesterday. Now it got even worse with 20 boats. And
China CTIC's Peter Marin faced engine issues, but Canadian rookie Kyle Maskell kept local hopes alive by advancing to Q2. Also moving through was Australian newcomer Damon Cohen, while his teammate Alberto Comparato missed the cut. Joining them on the sidelines were Team Abu Dhabi's Mansour Al-Mansouri, both Maverick Racing boats, and Duarte Benavente. Into Q2, Sharjah's Stefan Arendt flew to the top with a blistering 41.707 second lap. Let's go. But then Victory Team's Alec Beckstrom flipped violently while holding 5th, triggering a yellow and ending his day in 7th. A massive setback for the young Finn. Red Devil SMC's Sami Celio and Ferdinand Zandbergen couldn't find pace, finishing 10th and 11th. Maskell impressed again, just under a second off the cut in 8th, a solid first outing. Ben Jelf and Damon Cohen also missed the Q3 cutoff. That left 6 for the final showdown, Q3. But it began with heartbreak for Rusty Wyatt. The Canadian's engine failed, and despite a flurry of repairs from the Sharjah crew, he never made it to the start. No time set. Defending champion Jonas Andersson was also stuck on the pontoon with mechanical trouble, eliminating 2 of the sport's biggest threats. At the front, it was a 2-man duel between 3-time world champion Sean Torrente and Sharjah's Stefan Arendt.
I don't think so. If he does a gain of 0.2 run, we have the last run.
Lap after lap, they traded blows, each pushing harder. And then the moment of glory. On his final flyer, Arendt stopped the clock at 40.222.
I don't have anything anymore, guys.
Snatching his first ever pole position in spectacular fashion.
When we got into Q3 and started battling it out with Sean, something inside of me said that I could take him, and we ended up taking him, so I'm over the moon. I'm so happy for the team. Thank you to Sharjah, thank you for Scott, thank you to Ahmed, thank you to everyone.
That was so much fun.
Yeah, that was
so much fun.
A star-making performance from the 21-year-old Estonian. Torrente settled for second, and Eric Stark claimed a strong P3 for Team Abu Dhabi. Boats line up at Bow Steel headquarters for 2 15-minute sprints. Grids set by qualifying, half Grand Prix points on the line, crucial for the title. At the top of the grid is Stefan Arendt with the might of Team Sweden behind him, Trask P2 and Andersson P3. The lights go out, they're off. Andersson gets a flying start from lane 3, challenging Arendt on the left. Trask in lane 2 tries to stay with them. Arendt is first to the hole shot, but Andersson tracks alongside on the outside. The Estonian holds firm on the inside and locks down P1, Andersson P2, Trask P3. Comparato's brilliant launch moves him from 6th to 4th. China CTIC's Maskell runs 9th after Ben Jelf's exit and sweeps past Marit Stromoy, who is dead in the water and out. Up front, Arendt has it locked, almost guaranteed, until, with 4 laps to go, he slows. Andersson pounces, blasting past into the lead, eyes on the 10 points. Arendt continues but soon loses another spot as Grant Trask slides by. Team Sweden takes it, Jonas Andersson P1, Grant Trask P2, Stefan Arendt nurses it home in P3, Alberto Comparato P4.
Yeah, I had a fantastic start. And I almost took Stefan to the first turn, but you need to leave space by the rules, so...
Started P2 then, Jonas got me off the dock. I think it was a bit overpropped. 1-2 for Team Sweden, happy days.
Unfortunately, coming out of a corner, lost power. Don't know yet what, but hoping it's not a rod through the side of the block. We'll figure it out here soon, so let's see.
The boats line up for Sprint Race 2. Sean Torrente sits on top in P1 with Eric Stark P2, Rusty Wyatt P3, and Alec Vekstrom P4. Flag drops, they're off. Torrente launches cleanly, but Wyatt bogs down and is caught by Vekstrom, slipping past to his starboard. Torrente takes the hole shot for P1, Stark holds P2, and Vekstrom moves to P3. Wyatt storms up the inside. He cranks it through the corner, trying to wrest P3 back from Vekstrom. For nearly a whole lap, they're locked in a drag race, neck and neck, perfectly matched. Rusty Wyatt finally throws it into the corner and locks in third. Superb racing. Now the Sharjah team points leader sets his sights on Eric Stark. Wyatt on the hunt.
Come on!
Stark has to keep it tight. Any error and Wyatt will pounce. Wyatt dives to the inside and lunges into the turn, but the Swede slams the door. Torrente leads with clean water, oblivious of the action behind him. His victory teammate fends off the Frenchman Peter Marin for 4th. The laps wind down and Torrente brings home the win. Stark repels Wyatt to hold P2 after a bruising duel. Vekstrom takes P4, Marin finishes P5.
Oh man,
That boat was awesome. It was so much fun to drive, a joy to drive.
Dude, you're a f***ing animal. That was so much fun.
It's coming
Bro,
from
you
you.
squeezed me.
No.
You went by fucking right. I got the video. You'll see it.
This guy never give up. I mean, lucky for him that he's such a nice guy. But no, it was a good fight. And you know, when you fight with people like this hard, and you know it's Rusty, you know you're able to do it because you know you trust him and.
I had him like twice, but it was so much fun. You know, I should have probably been thinking a little bit more of the championship. We could have just finished third like we did and went into the next one, but I was having so much fun. And I'm like, hey, not yet. And then I get a good run, and I'm like, all right, I think this time, no, boy.
Because I was looking like when it was like 50 meters left, I was like, he's still there.
He's there. He's not.
He's gonna make it.
I was beside you by not even. You had me by like a meter.
Yeah.
Teams and drivers took part in a series of activities, from planting saplings to help offset carbon emissions to a vibrant food festival. The weekend culminated in a grand gala dinner featuring traditional performances and a celebration of Chinese heritage. Race day. After 2 hard days, 36 laps to decide it. Crowds packed the shoreline by Baosteel's headquarters in Baoshan with a high-profile official ceremony. The big news was Stefan Arendt lost his maiden pole to an engine change, sending him to the back of the field while elevating Torrente to the top spot.
Unfortunately, we lost the piston. Not fixable, unfortunately, as well, starting from last. Let's see what we can do.
Obviously, I'll take it. It's what happens. It's the sport. But that can switch on us immediately, too. We still got to make 36 laps today and have a good race. It's going to be a battle either way, and it's going to be a mess on the race course with all the boats, and it'll be rough. It should be a great show.
Long race, 36 laps, so let's just take our time and, you know, not be so on the edge there. Yesterday we were having too much fun with the boat there, racing Eric, but...
Slowly. Give me time, okay?
I don't think I need, huh?
Stark shoulders Team Abu Dhabi's legacy. He needs to deliver. The starting grid, Torrente on pole, Eric Stark P2. Behind them, Team Sweden, Trask P3, Anderson P4. Sharjah Team's Rusty Wyatt, a major threat from P5, Vekstrom P6. CTIC China's rookie Kyle Maskell P7, Peter Marin back in P14, and fastest in qualifying Stefan Arendt has to figure a way back from 19th. And they're off, full throttle on the waters of Baoshan. Eric Stark gets a poor launch, and so does Rusty Wyatt. Both drivers fall back as the field charges toward the hole shot. Jonas Anderson rockets out of lane 4, blasting past Stark and Trask into second. Sean Torrente leads the pack and hits the hole shot first. Stark dives to the inside just past the first buoy, trying to claw back P2. But Trask has the edge. He beats Stark to the left-hander and snatches third. Now Rusty Wyatt is charging hard on the outside, locked in a duel with Stark for fourth. The Canadian keeps the throttle down through the turn, flies around the outside, and he takes P4. Further back, Alberto Comparato is up 4 spots to P8, attacking Maskell and Vekstrom in a battle for 6th. Meanwhile, Stefan Arendt is charging forward, already up to 14th after passing Damon Cohen and Marit Stromoy. That's 5 positions gained before lap 2. Up front, Anderson is chasing Torrente hard for P1, while Trask tries to fend off a fierce Rusty Wyatt in P4. Further back, Damon Cohen is fighting to recover as the field bunches up at turn 4. CTIC China's Peter Marin slams the door shut on Cohen, but Arendt seizes the moment, swinging around the outside. Now the Estonian hunts down Marin. The Frenchman hugs the inside, but Arendt commits to the outside line and makes it stick. He's up to 13th. Arendt is on a rampage. He dives up the inside, blasts past Sandbergen and Marsalek into P11. Phenomenal racing from the Estonian. Stark is down to P5, Vekstrom in P6, while Comparato has surged up to 7th from 12th. Torrente still leads, but the course is choked with back markers, making every pass a gamble with no room for error. Behind, Stefan Aron's meteoric rise continues. He powers up behind F1 Atlantic's Ben Jelf, dives to the inside on the yellow, and snatches P10 through turn 6. Next target, Canada's Kyle Maskell. Aron reels him in, closes the gap, and muscles past into P9. In lap 10, Torrente hits a snag. He runs up behind backmarker Peter Marin and can't find a way through. The Frenchman holds his line, and Torrente is stuck for nearly a full lap. Anderson sees his chance. As they close in on the next corner, Torrente dives to the inside. Marin leaves just enough space. Torrente goes for the inside, catches an edge, and flies across into Anderson. The two make contact side to side until Anderson edges ahead and snatches the lead from Torrente. The reigning champion surges forward, slides past Marin on the straight, and opens the throttle. Here he is again. Torrente skips across the course and might have barrel rolled if not for slamming into Anderson. The Swede holds firm and starts opening a gap to Torrente. 24 laps to go. Trask runs third as Wyatt closes in at turn 6. The Canadian lunges for the inside and goes over. The yellow flag is out. Wyatt clips a bump trying to cut under Trask. He barrel rolls. Heartbreak for the Canadian.
Sean looked like he was having an issue and tried to go inside. It's so rough in that corner and it just skipped up. I never even had a chance to counter-react and it barrel rolled. The battle continues. We're never going to give up, but I'm hungry now.
The fields line up for the rolling restart. Eric Stark now in P4. He guns it at the green flag. The Swede dives inside, but can't punch through the spray. Anderson leads away in P1. Torrente close in P2. Trask hanging on to P3. Alec Vekstrom is under pressure. Sami Celio beats him to turn 6, squeezing through on the inside. And Arend is there on the outside. Vekstrom gets caught in Celio's wash, and the Estonian seizes the moment, powers past into 6th. Up ahead, Grant Trask goes for Torrente, diving down the inside, but the American holds firm, defending P2. The battle for 6th rages on as Arend and Vekstrom trade blows. Victory's Vekstrom bites back after being edged out, but Team Sharjah's comeback sensation finally locks it down on lap 21. And there's a yellow flag. Alexander Bourgeot is upside down at turn 1. The Maverick Racing driver is okay, but his race is over. Another restart, another shot to make moves. Green flag. Celio and Arend charge up the inside, challenging Eric Stark around the left-hander. They pull it off. Both blow past before the yellow turn. Stark gets swallowed in the spray and drops to P6. Celio storms into P4, and Arend, from 19th on the grid, is now in P5. What a charge! Vekstrom holds P7, but Zandbergen is right on him in P8, pressuring hard. Behind them, the two CTIC China boats, Maskell and Marin, run 9th and 10th after Ben Jelf's retirement during the restart. And turn 6 claims its second victim. CTIC China's Kyle Maskell catches an edge, 2 barrel rolls, but lands it right side up. The field lines up for its third restart. Anderson gets away clean, Torrente just managing to fend off a charge from Trask. Behind them, Stark is pushing hard, but Celio and Arend are holding steady. It's a 3-boat fight for 4th as they barrel into turn 1, and Celio flips over. The Red Devil driver is out, rescued quickly by the Osprey team. Thankfully, he's okay. Let's see it again. Celio catches an edge in the chop. Heartbreak, so close to the finish. The yellow flag is out with just 4 laps to go, but with no time for another restart, the checkered flag comes out. Jonas Anderson claims a crucial win, back in the championship hunt after starting from P4. Teammate Grant Trask secures P3, delivering Team Sweden a 1-3 finish. Torrente brings home valuable points in second. Arend finishes 4th after a historic drive from 19th on the grid.
the setup of my life. It was so nice to, especially when I was chasing Sean, who is that good driver. And I know when you arrive to lap drivers, because sometimes they are not moving, and so I say, when I come to the lap drivers, I should give him a run.
Jonas is so fast. I mean, he drives awesome, of course, but he's so fast. We got to Morin and Morin just didn't move, so I had no choice. I had to stick it underneath him, and it just didn't stick, and it rolled up real hard. I was real lucky not to crash. Second it is, I'll take it. It's points, keep it moving.
Battling with Torrente, Jonas, both three-time world champions, and to be up battling against them, you know, it's good fun. I'm glad I could be that competitive, so yeah. I've got to thank Team Sweden and Jonas and Jane and all his crew and all my boys and girls from Aussie.
Victory Team rockets to the top of the team standings with Torrente and Bäckström finishing P2 and P6. Team Sharjah trails by just 2 points in second, with Team Sweden in third.
It was a hell of a ride. It was very fun. Would do it again any day.
In the Drivers' World Championship, Jonas Andersson now leads the standings, 3 points clear of Rusty Wyatt in second. Victory Team holds third and fourth with Alec Bäckström and Sean Torrente. Grant Trask sits fifth, and Stefan Arendt rounds out the top six after his phenomenal Baoshan comeback. The F1 H2O World Championship flag was officially handed over to the hosts of Round 5 in Zhengzhou, China. See you there for another round on the road to Sharjah UIM F1 H2O World Championship.